see, they've actually been milking this story for about a week straight, making sure that everyone across the nation and abroad stays incredibly sad over what would be considered local news for Florida, a nationwide pandemic because one building fell down. Now, this is like fear mongering times three, because what they want you to believe is that this could happen anywhere in the United States if certain infrastructure isn't taken care of. What they want people to do is contribute their portion of taxes to make sure this infrastructure stays in a fashion where people won't get smashed in pancake fashion due to a collapsing apartment building like it was hit by a controlled demolition. Now, where have we seen that before?
Implosion rather than explosion.
Yeah. Where have we seen that before? Let's say about
New York.
21 years ago. Yeah.
3.
And what month is this? July. So you got August, September, coming right directly after. 2 months. Sounds about right. They want to make sure they do everything unprecisely. Peep this out.
The Condo Association. 11-year-old Nava Listman's friend, Lucia, one of at least 7 children still missing.
Lucia was always super, energetic and loving. She was a friend to the entire class.
Lucia's father, Marcus Guada, one of the victims identified, but Lucia, her mom Anna, and younger sister Emma are still missing. Her friends are hoping for a miracle.
After this happened, it has brought a ton of my friends and a lot of my family closer together, because you really do have to cherish every breath, because you never know when it could be your last.
And Victor, your story tugging at our heartstrings.
Man, they are getting absolutely incredible with these hyperbolic masks. Now, you can call me crazy. You can call me a fool. But what you can't call me is blind. If you notice in that frame, the little girl allegedly that was missing was being commentated on by herself, pretending to be another person. And the old lady standing above her, the elderly Hispanic woman, that's the same mother, allegedly, that's missing in the debris, except where she has one of them hyperbolic masks on. If you look at her face in the close shot right above the little girl's head, you can tell that that face is fake. But if you look at the hairline, you can see that her forehead is protruding a little bit, and it's discolored from the hairline to the forehead. You see, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. The power of the PSYOP, motherfucker.
It's a mask that looks like it's straight out of the movies, and police in North Huntington say this is what a man used to try to disguise himself to try to pull off a bank robbery. The alleged wannabe robber's plan led to lockdowns at 2 high schools this morning and ultimately ended with the masked man in handcuffs. Megan Schiller joins us live from Westmoreland County with how his alleged heist was foiled.
Susan, police had surveillance video. They knew, or at least they thought they knew, who they were looking for. But after they started talking to the suspect for a little bit, they noticed that something was up. A viewer sent us video of the arrest, so take a look. A viewer sent KDKA this cell phone video showing North Huntington officers arresting the suspect, Luke Dell. Even in this video, shot from a distance, he appears to be a middle-aged man. Luke, do you have anything to say?
I'm very sorry.
Here's Dell hours later, looking about 30 years younger.
The mask was a very high-quality mask. Made him look like he was probably in his late 60s, early 70s, when in fact he was a 35-year-old male.
Chief Robert Rizzo said Dell put on this expensive, lifelike mask to carry out his alleged diversion plan that started here.
A gentleman walked into the local Bob Evans. A note was passed. And the notes, there were threats to Norman High School and Jeanette High School with bombs and an active shooter.
That prompted lockdowns, high schoolers sent home early, and bomb-sniffing dogs that turned up nothing.
It was a smart plan, but I don't think it was that intelligent to involve the kids, because he's going to get in a lot more trouble because of that.
Detectives tracked Dell's car and made the arrest, but they found no weapons. They said his reason for the threats and the mask:
Pull all the resources to one area, and then his intent was to possibly rob a bank. That's what he wanted to do. He never followed through with that intent.
And another interesting thing is that Dell isn't even from here. He's from Beaver Creek, Ohio. They say he was in the area for another reason, but according to the paperwork released by police, they say he's going to be charged with terroristic threats, causing or risking catastrophe, reckless threat to use a weapon of mass destruction, and theft of a license plate.